I put my heart in every song. Maybe one day I will make it home. This one my niggas that's dead and gone. I ride for my brother, we breaking bones, yeah. Big backwoods take pain away. I ride with the nah, shit ain't the same. We got to that bag, they hate the chase. Wish he took the safe away. Streets was call my name today, man. I just wanna get paid today. I pop this perk and fade away. You here with me and came to stay. Got some kills who toting big glocks. Text ain't let no big shots. I can't go, I need that wrist watch. Love no hoe, just love that big guap. Bro gon' blow, he ain't no bitch now. No rap, he ain't no snitch now. No cap, he knew them bricks out. Run from move, he pour that blick out. My mom need it.
What's up, you guys? It's Deanna and I'm coming back with another video. If you are new to my channel, basically what I do is I channel spirit and I try to relay a message that wasn't really expressed during the time that they were here. Now, for my returning subscribers, welcome back to my page, and let's just get right into the reading, because let me tell you, I have done this reading over and over and over again, losing space as I do it too. So now that I'm settled and I finally came back from the store, I can finally do this reading. So let me just get into how everything started. I usually tell you guys how my business started or how I stumbled upon this person, and I mean, everybody knows that Megan Thee Stallion's mom has passed away, but it was the fact that from the following incidents, since people are bringing up her mom and stuff, I couldn't shake her mom's energy, basically. Like, after I was done watching the video and I'm like sitting back, I just keep seeing the word mom, mom, mom over and over again in bold letters, like mom, mom, mom. So that's when I made the decision to do the video, because not only was I seeing the word mom, but it was like I already knew from seeing certain other things that I didn't write down, and orbs going over certain things, that Megan's mom was watching over her and preventing certain things from happening. And I see the word guidance literally every time I'm speaking about the incident with Megan. I see the word guidance. Now, that is also something that I wanted to touch on, because Megan did make a post about her mom and missing her mom, and the fact that that she does need some type of guidance or some type of motivation, just someone to talk to. That mental backbone that she always had, you know, wasn't there anymore. And it kind of hit me like, you know, Deanna, you know, what we do here, you know. And it's like, is she really going to pay attention to little old me? So I decided to make a video, because it's not just me wanting to do the video for her, because I've been wanting to channel Megan's mom a while ago. It's the fact that, okay, now the mom is coming to me and telling me it's time. You know, it's time. We have waited quite a deal. I know you've been wanting to do this reading, and my daughter literally needs some guidance. So, sis, whip out your pen and your paper and let's get to it, because I got some things to say, okay? That's exactly how I feel sometimes. Like, spirit just has things to say, and they're like, you know what? You're not going to keep going over me. You're not going to keep skipping over me, okay? You know you're seeing things. Write them down. Write them down, okay? No, but let me get into the reading, you guys. Oh, and another thing is, I know I just said I wanted to get into the reading, but this also ties into the word guidance and stuff like that, and what Megan was saying on her post, because as a psychic medium, and, well, as a psychic medium who can dive into different energies and see a different variety of things, when someone is going through a time like this, and I know that I'm seeing stuff for them, it's kind of hard to hold all that in, and this person is literally going through it on the internet, and you see it every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the post about her mom, the post about needing to protect her energy, like just sad posts, you know. And it's like, girl, you're literally seeing stuff about her, just make the video. But I feel like I don't really do celebrities, you know, because I want to let other people focus on different things and different cases. And I feel like those celebrities already have enough of spotlight to where I can use my platform to talk about the smaller cases who really need clarity. That's the word. You know what I mean? It's just, it feels kind of selfish to just be a psychic medium who only does famous people, you know? I never understood that because their life is literally out there. I mean, I know that they have certain things happening behind closed doors, like plenty other famous people that I be seeing. They should really stop putting certain things in their music because people be picking up on that stuff. I mean, seriously, you talking about killing people? I can't listen to your music knowing I really know you caught a body. Come on now. I'm getting all in other topics and talking about other things. Well, now since you know the backdrop and the background, let me get into the reading. So, I feel like this reading included multiple things, not just things about her mother. The first thing that I saw was 2013 and 2002. Now, I also did see the year 78. Now, you guys know I write down my questions and questions that I have for them or questions that I have for spirit. I just write down all my thoughts and all my questions so that I can understand why I saw this or why I said this or why I heard this or why this connects to that. You understand? So I said, why do I keep seeing her mother? What is it that her daughter, cut off by a word, cut off by a vision, needs to know? And the vision that I was cut off with was the words fought life. Life fought, reversed if you will. Some things make sense when they're reversed. Now, when I was watching Tasha K when this first came out, because there was a lot of speculation that it was glass and da-da-da, but Tasha K was one of the first to actually be like, no, it was Tory Lanez. Like, my sources said da-da-da, and this happened, and they were fighting over this, and I don't really want to get into all of that, but basically, like, she was talking about informants. And when she was talking about those informants, it was like I saw one of the people in Megan's circle that is basically, how can I say this without being too direct? They're the ones giving more information than Megan herself, okay? I feel like a lot of things that is being told that these blogs are finding out isn't really coming from Megan's mouth, but yet the ones around her. And there's one specifically that I saw. I don't know how they're spreading information. I'm not saying spreading rumors, but you know how everything was being kept very tight about what happened? There is someone talking about what happened, is basically what I'm trying to say. And it's someone in her tight circle that's, you know, being the informant. And then I had a vision of the words intentionally said things. Intentionally said things. Things said intentionally. Reverse it, if you will. But then that's when I wrote down the fact that Megan was right. That someone was trying to intentionally hurt her. Because I did kept on seeing, after I saw the words intentionally, I saw the word said things. But the word intentionally, I kept on seeing that over and over again from the post that Megan made where she was talking about someone intentionally tried to hurt me, da-da-da. But it was the word intentionally that Spirit kept taking out of everything that she said. And literally, like, you know, like, they are intentionally doing this. Like, nothing that they're doing was based off of coincidence, or none of this hate is based off of coincidence. Okay? And when Spirit just put the word said things, it kind of just finished the sentence. Like, intentionally said things intentionally, like you knew what you were doing. The orb just went over the word her side, and also went over the fact that I saw her arguing. But I'm gonna get to that after I finish this. So the next thing that I saw, I like to go in order. The next thing that I saw was Hollywood star and the word damage. And I don't know which leg it is, but I think it's the, I think it's the, I think it's the left one. I don't even know which leg she got shot in, but from the perspective of the vision, it looks like the leg that I'm looking at is the left one. But this is how it looks to me based off of the side that that dark vein is on. But yeah, it was basically like a dark vein, like a dark blue, dark purple, black, like you know what a like a dead nerve or something. And I honestly feel like from this, not only I feel like from this message alone, I feel like Spirit is warning her on it's either happening now or Spirit is warning her of the progression of her leg if it doesn't get better. Now, I also saw two people by her side helping her, and she looked like she was in pain walking. But there were two men on the side of her helping her. And when I was writing that down, I saw the words afterwards. Like when I saw Megan's leg, it looked like she was in it was like an after scenario. Like I could see the edge of her robe in the chair that she was sitting in. But yeah, after talking about the people that I saw helping her on the side, I saw the word her side on this side and her side, and it's funny. But I saw the word her side, and then also put question marks there because I really didn't know what it meant. Like her side, what was her side damaged, or like what happened? I don't know. But I did see the words party had late, late had party, reverse it if you will. Now I know that most of us know that a party was held that night, but I promise you guys, when I did this on the 16th, I did not know that they just came from a party. I just, based off of the little bits and pieces of information that they was allowing to come out, I just thought like, you know, someone ran up to Megan's car. Like literally, these were my first thoughts. Like someone ran up to Megan's car after the little meet and greet at Kylie Jenner's house and attacked them. Like I wouldn't think that Tory Lanez would have this pent up aggression and spaz out on Megan. You know what I'm saying? And when they were at the little pool thing, I thought they were just chilling. Like I thought they, you know, I didn't think they were having no big gathering. I just thought they was chilling, you know, having a few drinks. But turns out they was having a whole party, and I had to find that out on social media after the fact. Okay, it's just the it's just let me keep going. And then that's when I had the vision of her arguing on the phone, like she was like, you know. And then I was thinking, how was her healing process? And I saw her like crying. I was gonna say weeping, but it wasn't weeping. She was crying. And then I asked, what does her mother think of all this? And before I can even get to writing the word does, I had a vision of the word scared daughter, daughter scared. Now, I also asked, what advice would you have cut off by the word lesson? Well, what advice would she have for her daughter? There we go. Well, after that, when I was thinking of a memory between mother and daughter, I saw the words teach her dance. Now, what dance? I'm not sure. And when I was thinking of what type of things she experienced while growing up, I saw the words dealers 2 times. And when I was writing that, like my thoughts, I saw the words poverty. And then after I was done writing it, I saw the words adulthood. So, how does adulthood tie into this? Were you experiencing those things in your adulthood and your childhood? Just some questions. You know, at this point in the reading, I felt like I just had that eerie feeling like, what is the main thing that the mother has to say to her daughter? Like, what's the point? What's the goal? I feel like out of everything that I was getting before, that was the main thing that I really wanted to know. And I did get some things after this, but honestly, you guys, this was the sweetest message that I've heard in a long time. But I basically, like, right after I thought that, no lie, I heard, because you're beautiful, la 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 la. That's literally what I heard. And you guys, it was like when I finally checked the time when I was listening to the song, because I had to keep listening to it, it was 3:22. Now, the song is by Minnie Riperton. And I mentioned the time for a certain reason, because things happen afterwards that I feel like you guys should really pay attention to the timestamp, you know? But other than that, like, besides the significant numbers, Spirit says, it was honestly a beautiful message. Like, I know I cry a lot during these readings, but you guys, come on. Tell me you won't cry when thinking the fact that Megan Thee Stallion's mother is literally quoting this song for her daughter. Like, literally, out of nowhere. And when I think of songs, I think of the whole message that Spirit is trying to express. Because Spirit just doesn't pick a random song. But, like, you guys should really go listen to the song. I feel like I was jabbering, but you guys should really go listen to the song. It's a beautiful song. And then that's when I saw the words, because I love you. And before I can even get to the part, I love you, and writing it down, I saw the words memory. I smile like that because I say, like, I always be writing down certain things to it. And I wrote down that I saw this while I was crying. It just only shows you how strong the visions are. Because I love you. Literally, because I love you. I'm giving you this song because I love you. And then that's when I wrote down a timestamp. And then that's when I saw the words, beautiful smile. And I said to myself, Megan, do you know how much, cut off by a vision, your mother loves you? And I saw someone taking someone's hands, like both of their hands gently, and kissing them. Don't ask me. I don't know. But that's what I saw. Now, I did see the words brain tumor, and I got a really sharp pain that, like, radiated on the right side of my head. Like, in the back of my head, it was like the pain was very heavy. But it literally shot like this. I swear I had a headache the whole day. But I saw the words brain tumor, and in the midst of this reading, I saw the word blood clot. And that's when I saw the year 78. And after that, it kind of really intrigued me onto what her mother's condition was, because I really wanted to know if the brain tumor was true. I did know her mother had cancer, but I didn't know what type of cancer it was. I was thinking, is it breast cancer? Is it cervical cancer? All the different types of various cancers that women can possibly get or develop. And lo and behold, I'm insert a screenshot. I don't know if I deleted it or not. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But basically, I'm going to insert a screenshot of what I was reading when I found out. Like, it has the timestamp of when I found out about her mother's condition, and it has what I was exactly reading. It was like at 3:34 is the time I remember, if I don't have the photo. Okay. Spirit just went over the thing about Megan's grandmother, but I'm gonna get to that. Her grandmother, she keeps on sliding in on certain things that I'm saying. Like when I say, you'll understand what I mean by that when she's sliding in on certain things that I'm saying. But I'm gonna get to that. And I didn't immediately look at the mother's condition. Looking over this video, I realized that I haven't fully explained myself properly. So it was basically the fact that I saw the brain tumor, and then that's when I went on to looking at the photo of Megan Thee Stallion's mother and seeing the vision that I'm describing here. And then that's when I went on to looking at the condition of her mother on Google. And it was actually a photo of Megan's mother with the little baby hairs, and she was holding Megan. But I saw the word single mother. And then that's when I wrote down that I had a massive headache. And then that's when I wrote down the words disease and stroke. Now, I also asked earlier about her mother's music. Spirit went over the words private. It's literally on the next section, private. I'm not really going to talk too much about that, except for the fact that I saw the words lost career. And when speaking of the mother's genre of music, I saw the word hardcore. That was like earlier in the reading. I didn't see it at this exact time, but I kept on thinking about how her mother's music affected her daughter. And then before I could even finish my sentence, I was writing, what about cut off by a vision, Megan's grandmother? And Spirit said, private information. Private information. So I didn't indulge too much on her grandmother. Now, I saw the words hides feelings, and I saw Megan's hat like covering her eyes. You know how they're looking, but they're like covering their eyes with their hat, like peeking. And as I was writing that down, well, actually, I saw someone's ashes, like an urn. And then that's when I saw the words message. And actually, at this point, Spirit said it was completed. And then when asking what advice they may have since the reading is over, they said, well, Spirit said, I literally had a vision of the words, hides pain well. Megan, you gotta stop hiding your pain, hiding your feelings, and expressing things, you know? Like those deep feelings, like addressing them. And don't overlook your own emotions and because of certain things. Your emotions are valid too, despite how other people may feel. Okay. And when I was thinking about how she was going to heal her foot, I was thinking of a various amount of things, but basically what Spirit showed me was the words exercise more, right more, exercise. Reverse it if you will. But I saw those words and I saw her would look like in a home gym. It kind of looked like one of those live videos, but from my perspective, I would be looking as an onlooker from her live. Like the phone camera is literally on the floor. This is how I'm trying to explain the vision from the phone's angle. Like the phone camera is literally on the floor and it's looking up to her, and she's like showing her exercise. Like she has these black bands that she has her foot on, and she's like pulling up and going down, you know? Like it was just the way she was exercising. And then I saw the words eat healthy, and I also saw a food diagram. And then after writing all of that, I saw the word say goodbye and the word spirit travels. And then I also had to write down things that I wasn't saying in the beginning, but I kept on having, like, I couldn't stop thinking about these certain things. And then, of course, when I kept on thinking about it, I was seeing other things that tied in. So I was like, you know what? I might as well say it. Like the word blood clot. That came randomly during a certain part of the reading. That's when I wrote down that her mother did feel the effects from her illness. And when I was like thinking that, not only did I see a vision of her confirming my thoughts and emotions, but when I was thinking about that, I literally had a vision of the fact that her grandmother did too. So whatever her grandmother was dealing with, like, she physically felt the effects from her illness. And I'm talking about in sense of deterioration. And I know that's a very harsh word to say, but like, you know, like the physical effects from the illness. And then that's when I wrote down the words, I'm sorry, Megan. Because I really didn't know if that sorry feeling was really me or her mother's. And I only say that because, you know, any person would be like, oh, I feel so sorry for Megan, but deep down I had this deep feeling of, you know, regret or pity. Then that's when I realized I don't know if these are my feelings or her mother's, and then that's when I saw the words both. So her mother is also feeling sorry for her, is what I'm trying to get at. Okay? And then that's when I thought about the fact that I should have said this in the beginning, because yes, there are various ways to get this reading to Megan, like I always say on certain cases that I do, where people be like, why don't you just go straight to the source, da-da-da. They're going to see it and watch it and pay attention to it if it's made like this. That's the harsh truth. And when I was thinking of things along those lines, I know I'm not saying it word for word and it comes off very blunt, but I saw the words mother knows it too. So her mother knows that she'll eventually see this video, or one day she'll actually find the time to watch it. So it's not useless in making this video. And her mother also did mention that she was spoiled as a child. Despite what circumstances she may have grown up in, she was spoiled. Because I thought to myself, well, it must have been nice being the only child. And I saw the word spoiled. I guess there's some good memories involved into this reading. And I see the word say goodbye. Well, the reading is over, but yeah. That's also something that Spirit kept on saying, like, that the reading was complete. Because after I wrote down the words that I had in my vision, I literally go for like this little part right here, that little section, and then it's really over. Because once Spirit showed me this, I knew I was done, really. But I just couldn't help but have more questions. Like, literally, how I saw it, it was neater in my vision, and it was a little bit higher than where I wrote it, but I only wrote over it because it was actually shown to me in bold letters. But this is what I saw about the reading. Completed. That the reading was over. I saw it just like that on my paper, written down for me. So I wrote it down, you know. And then we get onto the second page, a few more lines, and then Spirit says, say goodbye. And then Spirit says, Spirit travels. As in they're leaving, literally. I saw a vision resonating to the word that I saw. It does happen like that sometimes. Either I'm seeing something, like just the words, or I'm seeing the words and the vision, or I'm just seeing the vision. But most of the time, I feel like it's the words and the vision. But that's really the end of my reading. I'm tired. It's probably like 10 something, and I know I probably have to edit this. But yeah, that's my reading for tonight. There's a lot in this reading that's especially for you. And I know that a lot of onlookers may see this reading and think, what the hell? What does that have to do with anything? But you can't understand everything that I'm saying when you don't know what type of hardcore raps her mother was rapping. You don't know what type of terminal illnesses that her grandmother was facing. You don't know certain things. Only Megan knows certain things. So please understand that sometimes when I see things, it's not necessarily for me to entirely piece together. Like, literally, they're the only ones with the finishing puzzle piece. Like, even these cases that I do, like, I can literally say everything that has to do with the case, but now since the case came to light, it makes sense on why she went that way. It makes sense on why she was shivering. It makes sense on why they were arguing. It makes sense, it makes sense, it makes sense. They were all just a bunch of puzzle pieces. Just for an example, not a real scenario, but kind of relates to real scenario. But you know what I mean. Like, you know? And another thing, I feel like I'm only saying it like this because I feel like these celebrities indirectly answer me. Like, what? I wouldn't say Lauren London because I feel like she did do things like the tattoo and, the store closing. That was, that was something that they did on their own. That was naturally supposed to come to pass. But like Kobe Bryant's love letter, she really opened. Oh my God, what is that? I mentioned the fact that there was a love letter, and she literally posted the love letter that she's been holding for a long while. And I feel like little things like that are answers to my readings or clarifications. Y'all don't understand what I'm saying. But I feel like I'm over explaining, and for those who know me, know, and who follow my channel and have pieced together certain readings and know my readings are hella accurate, I don't have to explain much. But for the new ones who are doubters and disbelievers, I would just say watch this video with open minds. And yeah, that's all I can say. I mean, really. Still, I'm tired. And I'm talking in circles, and this video is like 40 minutes long. See, the last time I recorded this video, I got to about 25 minutes, and I felt like I didn't talk about anything. So, we are definitely making progress. But, yeah, that's the end of my reading. I know this was like kind of emotional. Well, it was emotional, especially for Megan. But I feel like she's going to look back on this video and just have it in her little save collection, and just something that she'll look back to when she needs a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of hope. That sounds really cocky to say, but knowing that she's gonna watch it, deep down inside that one day she's gonna have a moment of a reminiscent flashback of something that you said, and now you're helping her. But that's the end of my jabbering. I am super tired. I don't even know why I stay up this late doing this when I have the whole day. And then I feel like people don't take me as serious, but I am just so chill and laid back. But yeah, I really do hope that Megan, you heard the reading. You heard everything I said. You know what you need to do for your healing process. You know what people you need to get out your circle. You know how your mother feels about you. So I feel like I had the donkey on the button. I had the donkey on the tail. You know? So, Megan, I sincerely wish the best for you. The best for your career. And to stay in high hopes after this. Because there's much more to life despite having this injury and how it may affect your career. It's certain things that celebrities are going through that they really don't share. A lot of stress that they go through that they don't share. Various celebrities now that I'm seeing, actually. But let me stop talking about other celebrities, because the more I keep talking about them, the more I keep seeing other things, and the more I keep riddling around the things that I'm seeing, trying not to tell too much of anybody's business. But yeah, that's basically the end of my reading. Like, comment, and subscribe. Megan, I wish you the best. And just know that your mother's watching you. She's watching, she's protecting you. And I feel like that's something, I don't know. That's something to smile about. That's something to feel warm about every day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the end of my video, you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be posting more videos. Actually, I want to be doing a series. Like, I want to do a certain special on my channel for when I hit 8,000 subscribers. And I'm thinking about going live for the first time, but I'm not sure. But it just depends on what I want to do for it, etc., etc. But I will talk about that more in another video. But right now, have a good night, good morning, wherever you are, and peace.